Everybody. Hope you're all enjoying your coffee and donuts. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and then could we all stand and pledge allegiance to the flag?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation,
Want to introduce our officers. Me, of course, President Larry, Vice President, Secretary Bruce, Board Treasurer, the at-large board members, Dan Cook, he's not here today, he left for a couple of weeks. Carol Taylor, Dick too, Steve Morris, I think he had to leave, and of course, Dennis, our ever faithful
Donut Wrangler.
donut wrangler.
Mr. Donut.
Mr. Donut Wrangler to us, right? Okay. And the fallen veteran program is Bob Whalen, and he's not here as well. But thankfully, we do not have any fallen veterans this month. Okay, I'd like to introduce our speaker, Samantha Lamoreux. Okay, is that good enough? Okay. She spoke of Memorial Day up at the Veterans Cemetery, and we were so honored to have her come and speak with us today. And she is a Gold Star wife, and we're just happy to have her here. So Samantha, let you take the helm here. Okay.
Thank you, Sharon. You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I do read from my script though, so let me know if you can hear me okay. So good morning. Thank you for being here today. To all of the guests and the veterans and family members here, thank you so much, community members, for being a part of such a wonderful group. It's an honor to speak today. Your presence today is a powerful reminder that the liberty of something we inherit, it's not automatic. It must be defended, preserved, and remembered. And this weekend, we also get to celebrate the birth of our nation because of those who continue to safeguard our freedoms. On this 4th of July, we see the symbols of freedom, waving flags, fireworks lighting up the night sky, parades in the street. But behind every flag is a sacrifice. Behind every celebration is a soldier, a sailor, an airman, a Coast Guardsman, Space Force guardian, a Marine. Someone who stood in the gap between chaos and peace so that we could enjoy moments like this. My name is Samantha Lamoreux, and I am a Gold Star spouse. I belong to a community no one ever wants to join, a title born of loss, and one I carry with solemn pride. My late husband, Staff Sergeant Jordan Allen Lewis, served as a CV-22 flight engineer with the United States Air Force Special Operations Command 20th SOS, stationed at Cannon Air Force Base, New Mexico. He died during a military training accident on May 12, 2015, at the age of 30. While many Americans enjoy this holiday with barbecues and family gatherings, for families like mine, and for every name etched in stone, it's deeply personal. This day, above all, reminds us of the freedom that we have because of the lives we had given for it. 10 years ago, I received a phone call that shattered my world. Jordan had been in a training accident. He had been life-flighted to Lubbock, Texas, and I prayed with every ounce of hope I had. I never imagined I was racing to say goodbye. I remember our final morning together. We shared a rare, quiet breakfast while our children were still asleep. Jordan said to me, "Baby, please wake me up next time. I want to help you with Garrett." Garrett was just 6 weeks old. Our daughter, Michelle, was about to finish kindergarten. I replied lovingly, "I have to get used to you being gone." I didn't know that gone would mean forever, but in the military life, you learn to expect permanence and not to expect permanence too. You adapt, you grow strong because you have to. I watched him walk out the door in his blue plaid shirt, sunlight catching his silhouette, as he turned and said, "I love you, Mama Bear." And that was the last time I ever heard his voice. Jordan didn't serve for glory. He didn't serve for rank or recognition. He served because he believed in something bigger than himself. He believed in the promise of freedom. And that's what we celebrate today, too. Our independence, the right to speak freely, to worship without fear, to raise our children as we choose, to live and dream and thrive in a country shaped by those willing to give everything so that others may live free. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no man than this, than to lay down one's life for one's friends." Jordan lived that verse. He believed in service before self, integrity, and excellence, values not just of the Air Force, but of America at its best. He was not alone. Across this great nation, men and women like yourselves have stood watch on foreign soil, here and at home, flown into danger, braved oceans, deserts, mountains, not to conquer, but to protect, to secure our right to be free. It is a part of our history, and it's ingrained in us to fight for our freedoms that American patriots have fought for through generations. The young colonies that joined together in 1776 had adversities to overcome to gain our independence and to forge the United States of America. Bureaucracy, political and personal differences, different social and economic backgrounds, they had to come together time and time again to continue to overcome the adversity we faced. There have and will continue to be American patriots who believe in the great American experiment of democracy. Just like Washington's army, you and those serving past, present, and future continue to exemplify the best of America's fighting spirit. The sense of duty and honor became embedded in our cultural fabric of America on the battlefields and trenches of Europe in World War I, the islands in the Pacific in World War II, the hills of Korea, the jungles of Vietnam, and the mountains of Afghanistan, the deserts of Iraq and Syria, and throughout conflicts and continuing operations, military servicemen and women are the backbone of this nation. I want to take a moment now to ask, are there any veterans here today, those who've worn the uniform? If you want to raise your hand, if you want to stand, if you want to share something that's what you fought for, what is something that you are willing to call out? What freedoms do you defend? Crickets. I love it. I love a speaker. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm speaking for my father.
Yeah.
My father worked in a defense plant. He was building naval ammunition in Hastings, Nebraska. He came home one day and he says to my mother, "I've enlisted in the Navy." She says, "Mitch, why did you do that? You have 2 kids to look after." He said, "Well, my brothers, two of my brothers are in the war, and I cannot stand here idly." She says, "But you're already helping in the defense." But he says, "I have to do my duty." So he's been my hero, and I think about him every day. He ended up working for the Navy as a civilian for 31 years. He's been gone over 20 years now, but he's been my hero. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Does anybody else have something that really stands out for them that they feel like they fought to defend? I know that many of you have been able to remind yourselves and remind other people of freedom and the cost of freedom. You do it daily. You do it in your lives, you do it in your families, you do it with your friends, and you do it in your community. And I want to thank all of you for being a part of this community. Sacrifices like yours do not go unnoticed. So on this 4th of July, it's not just a celebration of fireworks or food. It's a tribute to the incredible gift of liberty and those who paid for it with time, wounds, sacrifice, in some cases, their lives. For those of us who understand the cost of freedom, yours and your family's service and sacrifice as well as those we have also lost along the way, we felt honored. We've served this nation with pride. Your sacrifices make this gathering, this peace, this day possible. Thank you for your commitment to serving and continuing to be the living legacy for those who come after you. All service members are sons, daughters, siblings, spouses, teammates, and parents. Ordinary people who make extraordinary choices. You are why we can vote, speak freely, worship freely, disagree freely, love freely, and live freely. As a Gold Star family member, I can tell you the greatest comfort in my grief is knowing that someone remembers, that someone speaks their name, that someone cares why and what he fought for and what he died defending. This Independence Day, let's not just honor our freedom, but the people who give it to us, including yourselves. Let's teach our children that liberty is precious. Thank yourself, thank other veterans, and let's care for our military families. We want to treat them as if we would want someone to treat our family too, right? It's really not just a privilege, it's our responsibility. So as you enjoy the fireworks and barbecues this weekend, I invite you to look up and remember that freedom lives because of brave men and women like yourselves were willing to defend it. And thank you. God bless America and those who endeavor to defend her.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, next we're going to have the treasurer's report.
Morning, everybody. Thank you to our speaker today for that. Here's the report for the period. Where it was at, when it was, but it was ending June the 30th. We had a beginning balance of $1,318.02. I made a deposit on the 5th of June of $73, which included $20 of a donation from a Jane Dolce, D-O-L-C, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. On the 12th, I made a donation, a deposit of $220 from bingo donations. And it was a big night. And that was $40 from Shirley Anderson, $20 from Sharon Nees, $10 from a lady named Nancy, who I don't know because that's all I got. $25 from Don Benzel, $20 from Carol Abramson, $40 from Wendy Ward, $40 from Robert, $5 from Barbara Brown, and $20 from me because I won that day too. So $220. I made a deposit on the 23rd of $500 in cash, and that was from tickets for the chicken dinner. Ticket sales for the chicken dinner coming up. And then on the 30th, a PayPal deposit went through for $180.70, of which $50 of that was a donation from Larry Shire's son-in-law, who I'm not sure what his name is, but thank you to Larry's son-in-law. And it was whatever PayPal's fee came out of that. Expenses, $68.37 to our man Dennis for donuts. And that left us a closing balance of $2,243.35 on the 30th. Any questions? To the penny, that is. Thank you. one other thing. And just a second ago, Roger Daggett, I'm presuming, handed me a check to fund the chicken dinner coming up. So thank you, Roger.
Okay, for new business, we need volunteers, to put the flags out on July 4th. We're going to put them out at 7 a.m. and then we're going to pick them up at 7 p.m. So anybody that wants to help can meet at the center here at 7 o'clock and we'll get those flags placed around. We're also, there is a meet and greet with the Marana mayor and vice mayor on July 29th at 11 a.m. It's here in the Fiesta Room. Everybody is encouraged to come and be part of that. If they have any questions for the mayor or vice mayor. And we do need volunteers to help with the refreshments. The Vets Club is going to provide the refreshments for that particular day. And of course, our summer picnic is coming up July 12th, 1 to 4. I do need a few more volunteers. There's a sign-up sheet up in the front. If anybody would like to help serving the food and set up, we would appreciate that greatly. I have 20 tickets left. We can only be in that it's an inside event, it's too hot outside to eat. Plus, we can only put so much chicken in my husband's smoker. So we have 20 tickets left for anybody that would like to purchase a ticket, and they are $20 a piece. Like to welcome any new or returning attendees. Is there any new or?
My name is Charlie Barlow. I was in the Army from 70 through 72. I was stationed at the headquarters at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And my job was worked at the reception station, and where the first day guys got off the bus and walked into the auditorium. And my job was to get up on this auditorium stage and say, "Gentlemen, welcome to the United States Army." I was well loved. Here I am, Tim, good to see you. The president of the tennis club and secretary to the landscape. So I'm here.
Welcome.
Is there somebody? Or return? No.
Do we have? Okay. Do we have anything for the good of the cause?
Stay hydrated.
Yes, stay hydrated. Okay, our meeting was short today. Stay out of the heat and enjoy the rest of your day. God bless everybody.
Yeah.